Hello everybody, and welcome to another video. I was looking at different tier lists for Palworld because I was considering making a video on ranking the designs, but that feels boring. And I ended up finding this tier list which compares pals and Pokemon that look similar. So I decided instead what I'll do is I'll go through all of these and, off my own opinion, determine which pals are actually copies of Pokemon, which ones are the same concept with different designs, and which ones are just really bad comparisons. As you can see, I already have it set up. I will leave a link to the original one. Let's start with Lamball. They are literally just sheep. Sheep both have horns. I don't know if you guys know that, but sheep have horns. And when they're premature, they're very small. Round sheep is not a unique Pokemon-like thing. It's so stupid. These also, just both wolves. I know a lot of people are saying that they have the same model. It's been shown that they don't. They're just wolves. Now for Goodra and Dynasum, I will admit they have pretty much the exact same base model, with Dynasum just having flowers on its head. So they are very similar. I do think they're different enough to where, you know, you're not going to constantly mix up the names for each other, just based off like the base like color palette and different features. I do think they are very similar though, so there's definitely at least some inspiration there. Although I will say I like Dynasum a lot better. I'm big on flowers. Love that shit. And then for this one, they are very similar, just in the face. They're both based on little foxes, so comparing them purely on the little face is stupid. Their ears, different shape. Little tufts of hair on the forehead, different as well. And Cremus's like whole body is just cream. I don't know. I think it's more similar to Nox. The next, Matsurina, these are nothing alike. They're just fucking cows. Which I guess I could just put it in this, but I don't know. They're cows. Different color palette. Only similarity is the horns and the titties. That is literally it. These, same thing. Both deer. That is the only similarity. Big antlers and they're deer. So bad. These also nothing alike. They're both birds with like markings on them. The markings aren't even that similar. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. These, they're different. Like they have same, like very similar body types and all that, but there's really nothing that ties them together aside from that. Eyes are different. I guess they're both kind of, I don't know if I'd call Esper sad. Esper's just a fucking weirdo. I don't know. They're both kind of feline, I guess. Now this one, they're just turtles. Well, this one's a tortoise. This one's an actual turtle, like a snapping turtle. There is literally nothing here that is the same. Different shell, different jaw. Way heavier emphasis on the jaw on this one. Fucking top of the mouth completely different on Dig Toys. Also, these, both based on land sharks. The only similarity is the fin. They're both land sharks and they have fins. That is literally it. Gobfin has way more of an emphasis on its hands, while Gibble has a way bigger emphasis on its jaw, and it's a really stupid comparison. Here's another one really stupid. They are both just feline, and they have the same eyes and mouth. That is the only similarity. Plus, I'm pretty sure Grintail is based off some like completely other like folklore thing, or like something from something else. Hold on. I'm gonna just quick look this up, just so I don't sound like a complete idiot. I'm not very informed on either of those things. I just think that trying to compare these two based off the eyes and the mouth alone, so fucking stupid. And this one, they're nothing alike. They're penguins. That's it. They're penguins. This one's like an emperor penguin. This one's a sailor. Empoleon is an emperor. And Penking, I mean, I guess he's a king, but he looks more like a fucking sailor. Anubis and Lucario, both based on the exact same thing. They're both based off Anubis. One is literally Anubis. I mean, I guess the whole conceptual thing where they're like aura fighting or whatever the fuck, that's very similar, but like they're both based on the exact same thing. And the only similarity between fucking Salazzle and Lavander, that they're both salamanders, and they're both typically female. And Lavander can be male. It's also, like, I guess they're both sexualized, but, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll put that in similar. No, they don't even have similar features. They're just salamanders that people want to fuck. This one I saw a lot, but they're both just Robin Hood. That's literally it. You can say the color palette was stolen. That is the exact color that Robin Hood has. Green and orange. Green, orange, white. They're both archers. Once again, Robin Hood. One's an avian, the other one's bipedal humanoid kind of thing. That's it. Grisbolt, very similar. Just a thicker Electabuzz. I mean, I guess they're very similar, but, like, they also have very different designs. The only, like, big similarity is they're big yellow electric types with, like, black Thunderbolt markings, so I guess I'll give it that. But, like, head's different. Ears are different. The arms are different. The hands are different. It's like, I mean, I'll put it in very similar just because, you know, they're both very reminiscent of each other. Bushi and Decidueye again. I mean, both kind of like samurai, I guess. With, I guess, fucking Decidueye doesn't even, like, the only similarity is the top of the head. Bushi is literally just a warrior. They're both just warriors with, like, similar cloaks and, like, top of the head, but they're very, very different. I didn't even connect these two at all. These, they're fucking hedgehogs. One of them's a floral hedgehog, Shaman. Love the little bastard. Joltog, I will say I don't really care much for it. They're just hedgehogs. And these are like, they have similar features, but I mean, that's it. They're both like kind of pink. One's a cotton candy sheep. The other one's just, I don't know, the cream cake. I don't even know. It's alchemy, so it's cream. That's it. The little candies in the hair, I guess, is a similarity. I don't know. This is a really big stretch. Like, it's not a really big one, but it's a bit of a stretch. Cobalion and Fengalope, 100% very similar. Almost exact. Actually, the exact same color palette except for the feet on Cobalion. Yeah, they're very similar. I don't know. I don't know if, like, the blue, white, and gold are, like, based off something that I'm unaware about. Like, it probably is, but yeah, they're very, very similar. Now these, I'm gonna put them in same idea, different design, because they are, like, the exact same idea, but they also don't look very similar to each other. I mean, like, they both took a different take on the exact same thing. Like, they're both Firefox witches, and one of them has an actual witch hat. So, Vixie has an actual witch hat. Delphox doesn't. One of them has a wand, the other one doesn't. Different body types, different design. They're very similar, but, like, designs different enough to where I didn't even connect them together. And these are just, they're rhino beetles. One of them even has a little pincer on the top. I forgot what kind of beetle that's called. Stag beetle, isn't it? For sure, it'd be a stag beetle. They're just, like, rhino beetles are known for being strong. So it's like a Warsect is just a stag beetle, rhino beetle hybrid. Well, Heracross is just a rhino beetle. They're both kind of, like, known for being strong, but, like, they're both based off rhino beetles. These, why is Clodsire so big? Clodsire and Dumud, I mean, they're both just mud skippers. I actually don't even know what fucking Clodsire is. Like, is it just a mud skipper? They're brown and fat, that's the only similarity. Wumpo Baton, or not even Botan, just Wumpo and fucking Tangrowth, nothing alike. The only similarity is, like, the little eye bit. That's it. They're both just based off big creature. I'll put it here to make it a little better. But, like, even that, it's like a hidden dark face with just eyes popping out isn't, like, a unique thing. It's like, I don't know. They're very, very different. One of them's just very furry. The other one's a bunch of vines. This one, I will say they're very similar in terms of like what they're based on, but they're also very different design. Meganium and Bronze Cherry. Bronze Cherry has a lot more floral look to it, and it's more, I don't know, I guess I'd say elegant. Meganium, I honestly don't like design for it because it's very bland. It's just a flower on its neck. And it's cool, but like I don't really care much for it. I mean, I guess they're both like based off dinosaurs. They're floral dinosaurs. But I mean, I don't know. Also, Jetragon and Latios, I get they're very, very similar. Same thing, both based off of they're like jet dragons, pretty much, both fighter jets. But they also look very different. Like, I can see the inspiration between the two, but I feel like that's also a common thing. Jet dragons, just very fast, like missile dragons kind of thing. I don't know. But yeah, they are very similar. I guess I could put them in either one of these. Design-wise, they're pretty different. But concept-wise, they're like identical. So I'll give it that. Boltmane and Luxray. Boltmane isn't actually currently in the game. So I don't really have much to go off of that. I haven't seen its full in-game model or anything like that. So don't really care for that a whole lot. Luxray, yeah, they have pretty much identical like body types. There's not really a whole lot to say. Boltmane just replaced, I guess, with like the tips with yellow. I kind of like Boltmane's design a little more. Luxray, I feel like I've just seen it too much. I think I've grown numb to its palette. It's a really cool design, but I think I've just grown numb to it. That's just a personal opinion. But they are very similar. I am very surprised there wasn't Verdash and Cinderace. I would put them in the very similar design. They have pretty much the exact same body type. They're kickers. I guess they're soccer players, football players, whatever you want to call it. But they're like bipedal bunnies with strong legs, which I guess isn't an out of the ordinary thing. Bunnies are known for having strong legs. You see that as like a thing. I'm surprised that wasn't on this list. Oh yeah, another one I saw was Orzhov and Garchomp being very similar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. It's the same case as with like Goodra and Dynawesome. Same body type, but with like a different accenting to it. They are very similar, I will admit that. Honestly, I like Garchomp more. I like the more minimalist design. Orzhov feels like it's doing a bit much. Like it has wings, it has all these little jagged little lightning bolt kind of things. Aside from that, though, I don't know. I don't think there's a whole lot more that are like blatant rips or like even similar. I probably missed a few. If you know any, just let me know in the comments down below. I'll reply whether I agree that they're like very similar or whether I think that's just a stupid like comparison, whatever the hell. Alright, well that's all for now. I don't really have a whole lot more to say. Let me know whether or not you agree with my tier list or whatever. Have a great rest of your day, and adios.